What if I told you that a single penny, a humble 1-cent coin from 1967, could be worth an astonishing $68 million today? Yes, you heard that right. In this video, we're diving deep into the incredible history, unique features, and jaw-dropping market value of this rare gem. So stick around because by the end, you might want to start digging through your old coin jars. Cut to host sitting at a desk with a magnifying glass and a coin collection. Host: before we uncover the secrets behind this extraordinary coin, let's take a step back and look at its origins. The year 1967 was a monumental one for many reasons. It marked Canada's centennial celebration, 100 years since Confederation, and the Royal Canadian Mint decided to commemorate this occasion with a special set of coins. One of them was the iconic 1967 1-cent coin, designed by renowned artist Alex Colville. Scene transition: archival footage of the Royal Canadian Mint in 1967, workers producing coins, and Alex Colville sketching designs. Host voiceover: the 1967 1-cent coin featured a design unlike any other, a majestic rock dove in mid-flight. This symbolic choice represented peace and freedom, aligning perfectly with Canada's centennial spirit. But what makes this coin so valuable today? Well, it's not just its historical significance. Cut to close-up shots of different 1967 pennies under a magnifying glass. Host: here's where it gets really interesting. While millions of these coins were minted, only a few were struck using pure copper instead of the standard alloy. This rare variation is what's driving collectors and investors wild. One of these coins, in pristine condition, recently sold at an auction for an eye-watering $68 million. Scene transition: auction footage with bidders raising paddles and a gavel striking down. Host voiceover: but why such a high price? The answer lies in three key factors: rarity, condition, and historical significance. Let's break them down. Segment 1: Rarity. Host: first, rarity. The pure copper variant of the 1967 1-cent coin is so rare that experts believe only a handful exist. These were likely struck as test pieces or by accident, making them a holy grail for numismatists. Cut to expert numismatist explaining the rarity of the coin. Numismatist: when we talk about rarity in coins, it's not just about how few were made but how many have survived in mint condition. The 1967 copper penny ticks both boxes, which is why it's so valuable. Segment 2: Condition. Host: next, condition. Coins graded as mint state or higher are the most sought after. The $68 million coin we're talking about was graded MS67, almost flawless. Cut to footage of a grading expert examining a coin under a microscope. Grading expert: surface quality, luster, and lack of wear are what make a coin's condition exceptional. The 1967 penny in question is a textbook example of perfection. Segment 3: Historical significance. Host: finally, historical significance. Being part of Canada's centennial celebration and featuring an iconic design adds immense value. Collectors love coins that tell a story, and this one has a tale for the ages. Cut to montage of historical events from 1967, including Expo 67 and centennial celebrations. Segment 4: Current market trends. Host: now let's talk about the current coin market. Rare coins have always been a solid investment, but the past decade has seen a surge in demand. With high-profile auctions and increasing interest in numismatics, prices are soaring. Scene transition: graph showing the rising value of rare coins over time. Host voiceover: the $68 million sale of the 1967 1-cent coin isn't just a fluke. It's a testament to how valuable these small pieces of history can become. Closing scene: host holding a 1967 penny and smiling at the camera. Host: so, what does this mean for you? If you're a coin collector or just someone with a jar of pennies at home, start checking those dates. You never know what treasures you might uncover. And remember, even if you don't find a $68 million coin, every coin has its own unique store. To understand the incredible value of the 1975 penny, we need to go back to its origins. The year 1975 was a pivotal time for coin collectors and the U.S. Mint. While the penny itself may appear unassuming, its story is anything but ordinary. The Lincoln cent, introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, was designed by Victor David Brenner. Over the years, the penny has undergone various changes in design and composition. By 1975, pennies were predominantly made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. However, what makes the 1975 penny particularly intriguing isn't just its composition, it's the mysterious lack of official 1975 dated proof pennies. Here's where the story gets interesting. In 1975, the U.S. Mint was preparing for the nation's bicentennial celebrations. This meant that many coins struck in 1975 were dated 1976 to honor the event. However, this left a peculiar gap in the production of 1975 dated proof pennies. The absence of 1975 proof pennies has led to intense speculation among collectors. While regular circulation pennies from 1975 are common, proof pennies from that year are nearly non-existent. If one were to surface, its rarity would make it incredibly valuable. Now let's talk numbers. Regular 1975 pennies in pristine condition, known as mint state, can fetch anywhere from $5 to $50. But the real treasure lies in finding a proof penny from 1975. Experts believe such a coin could command millions due to its rarity and historical significance. Grading plays a critical role in determining a coin's value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher grades indicating better condition. A flawless 1975 penny, graded MS-70, can significantly increase its market value. What about the $83 million valuation? This figure stems from speculative reports and the anticipation of finding a unique 1975 proof penny. While no such coin has officially surfaced, the possibility has fueled excitement and bidding wars in the numismatic community. The allure of the 1975 penny lies in its mystery. Every coin collector dreams of uncovering a hidden gem, and the 1975 proof penny is the ultimate prize. So, how can you identify if your 1975 penny is special? Start by checking the condition. Look for any unique markings or errors. If you suspect you have a rare coin, consult a professional coin grader or dealer. The internet has made it easier than ever to connect with other collectors and auction houses. Websites like Heritage Auctions and eBay often list rare coins, and prices can skyrocket during bidding wars. Today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1977 1-cent coin. From its intriguing history to the reasons behind its skyrocketing value, we'll cover it all. So, grab your magnifying glasses, coin collectors, because this is a story you won't want to miss. Let's rewind to the year 1977. It was a pivotal time in the United States. The Star Wars phenomenon had just begun, disco ruled the airwaves, and the US Mint was busy producing billions of pennies. But what made the 1977 1-cent coin so special? At first glance, it seemed like any other penny, made of copper and zinc, featuring Abraham Lincoln's iconic profile on the obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. However, not all pennies are created equal. The 1977 penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. While billions were produced, a rare variety of this coin has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. We'll get to that in just a moment, but first, let's talk about the basic specifications. That's where things get really interesting. While most 1977 pennies are only worth face value, a handful have been sold for record-breaking amounts due to rare errors and unique features. Some of the most valuable 1977 pennies include those with double die errors, off-center strikes, and coins struck on the wrong planchet. These mistakes are incredibly rare and can turn an ordinary penny into a highly sought-after collectible. Letters and numbers appear doubled. The coin's design is misaligned, wrong planchet. The penny was mistakenly struck on a foreign coin blank or other material. So, what's the story behind the $80 million valuation? While this figure might sound exaggerated, it represents the speculative value of a unique or undiscovered variant. Imagine finding a pristine, era-laden 1977 penny that's one of a kind. For collectors, it's not just about rarity but also about the story, the demand, and the historical significance of the coin. In recent years, rare coins have fetched astronomical prices. The allure of owning something so unique drives collectors to spend millions. While there's no verified record of a 1977 penny selling for $80 million, experts believe it's possible if the right conditions are met. Before you run to your coin jar, let me show you how to identify a potentially valuable 1977 penny. Here's what you need to do. Look closely for doubling on the numbers. Locate the small letter below the date, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, or no mark for Philadelphia. Use a magnifying glass to spot unusual features like misaligned designs or extra details. Use a digital scale to ensure it weighs 3.11 grams. Any significant deviation could indicate a rare planchet error. If you think you've found a valuable penny, have it authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Remember, even if your coin isn't worth millions, it could still fetch hundreds or thousands of dollars if it's in great condition or has an interesting error. The world of coin collecting is constantly evolving. As more people discover the joy of hunting for hidden treasures in their loose change, the value of rare coins continues to rise. Who knows? Your next big find could be sitting in your pocket right now. Treasure hunters and coin enthusiasts. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of rare coins, and one particular penny that has taken the numismatic world by storm, the 1978 1-cent coin. Could this humble penny truly be worth an astounding $87 million? Let's uncover the truth behind the headlines, explore its history, and see why collectors are going wild over it. First, let's talk about the basics. The 1978 1-cent coin, commonly known as a penny, was minted by the United States Mint. It features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or front side, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This design has been standard for pennies since 1959. Made primarily of copper, the 1978 penny was produced in large quantities. Over 5.5 billion were struck that year, making it a common coin in circulation. Philadelphia, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, ***. So why, out of billions of pennies, is this one in the spotlight? To understand that, we need to dig deeper into the coin's history and anomalies. The 1978 penny itself isn't considered rare under normal circumstances. However, the world of coin collecting thrives on uniqueness. Coins with errors, rare variations, or historical significance can fetch astronomical sums. Here's where things get interesting. A rumor surfaced in recent years about a unique 1978 penny that could be worth millions. In the late 1970s, the U.S. Mint was transitioning its processes, and small errors occasionally slipped through the cracks. Coins with misstrikes, double dies, or off-center designs became coveted by collectors. But the star of today's story is a penny believed to have been struck on a rare planchet, possibly a prototype material, or an experimental strike that escaped the mint. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the jaw-dropping $87 million valuation. This figure has been circulating online, sparking debates among collectors and enthusiasts. Could a single penny truly command such a price? Here's what we know. The coin in question allegedly has a unique error or composition, making it one of a kind. Some rumors suggest it's made of a precious metal mix not intended for circulation. However, numismatic experts urge caution. While it's true that rare coins can sell for millions, like the 1933 double eagle or the 1943 copper penny, claims of such astronomical value often require strong evidence, such as authentication from professional grading services. So, how can you tell if your 1978 penny is worth more than face value? Here are some tips to get started. Look for misstrikes, double dies, or other anomalies. Inspect the composition. Rare planchets may have a different weight or metallic composition. Look for mint marks. Certain mint marks, or the absence of expected marks, can indicate rarity. Get professional grading. Send your coin to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication and valuation. Remember, even if your 1978 penny isn't worth millions, some varieties still fetch a premium. So, is the 1978 penny worth $87 million? The short answer, not likely. While the story is intriguing and the possibility of a rare find always excites collectors, there's currently no verified sale or evidence to support such a claim. However, this doesn't mean you shouldn't check your change. Unique coins are out there, and you might just uncover a hidden gem. Treasure hunters and coin enthusiasts. Have you ever looked at the humble penny in your pocket and wondered if it could be worth a fortune? Well, in today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1979 1-cent coin, a tiny piece of copper that's making huge waves in the numismatic world. That's right, some of these coins are valued at an astonishing $79 million. Stay tuned as we explore its history, how to identify these rare gems, and why the market is buzzing about them. Let's start with a bit of history. The 1979 1-cent coin, commonly known as the Lincoln cent, was minted by the United States Mint as part of a series that began way back in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin features Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This design remained in circulation until 2008. 1979 wasn't particularly remarkable in terms of coin production. The U.S. Mint produced billions of these cents across 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver with a D, and San Francisco, marked with an S. However, as with many collectibles, it's the errors, variations, and unique circumstances that turn an everyday coin into a treasure. What makes some 1979 pennies worth more than just 1 cent? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, condition, and error. Here are the top factors that make this coin so valuable. Some 1979 pennies were struck with errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks. These errors are rare and highly sought after by collectors. While most 1979 pennies were made of a copper-zinc alloy, a few were mistakenly struck on planchets made of pure copper or other experimental metals. These unique coins can fetch astronomical prices at auction. Coins graded as mint state or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC often command premium prices. If a coin also has a fascinating backstory or comes from a famous collection, its value skyrockets. And let's not forget the role of demand. As more collectors and investors enter the coin market, rare specimens like these become even more coveted. Now for the big question: how can you tell if your 1979 penny is worth millions? Here's a step-by-step guide. Look for the mint mark under the date. Coins with unusual mint marks or errors, like doubling or repunching, are worth a closer look. A coin in pristine condition, free of scratches and wear, is always more valuable. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to inspect details. Off-center strikes and other anomalies are key indicators of a rare coin. Don't hesitate to seek expert advice if you're unsure. A standard 1979 penny weighs about 3.11 grams. If yours weighs significantly more or less, it could be struck on an unusual planchet. Let's talk numbers. In recent years, the coin market has seen some jaw-dropping sales. Here's why a 1979 penny could be worth up to $79 million. Rare coins with exceptional errors or perfect grades have fetched millions at auction. A 1979 penny with a unique error recently set a record with its $79 million valuation. As more people become interested in numismatics, the demand for rare coins continues to grow, driving up prices. Market trends. Investors view coins as alternative assets, especially during economic uncertainty. This trend has boosted the value of rare pennies like the 1979 Lincoln cent. So, you've checked your collection and found a 1979 penny that looks promising. What's next? Here's how to sell it. Submit your coin to a professional grading service to determine its authenticity and condition. This step is crucial for maximizing its value. Reach out to numismatic experts or auction houses for advice on selling your coin. This seemingly ordinary penny is anything but. With a jaw-dropping market value reaching up to $75 million for specific specimens, it's no wonder collectors and enthusiasts are on the hunt for this tiny treasure. So, let's uncover the history, significance, and the factors that make this coin so valuable. The historical context of the 1983 penny. Before we get into why the 1983 penny is so valuable, let's look at the historical backdrop. By 1983, the United States Mint had fully transitioned from producing copper pennies to zinc pennies with a thin copper coating. This change was driven by rising copper prices in the late 1970s and early 1980s. The Mint began producing the new zinc-based pennies in 1982, and by 1983, copper pennies were officially phased out, or so we thought. During this transition, a small number of 1983 pennies were accidentally struck on copper planchets. These rare errors have become the holy grail for collectors. How to identify the 1983 copper penny? So, how can you tell if you have one of these incredibly rare coins? Here are the key steps. Look for the year 1983 on the coin. This is your first clue. Regular 1983 zinc pennies weigh approximately 2.5 grams, while the rare copper pennies weigh about 3.11 grams. A precise digital scale is essential for this step. While the composition might not be immediately apparent to the naked eye, copper pennies often have a slightly different sheen compared to their zinc counterparts. If you believe you have a copper 1983 penny, send it to a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. Why is the 1983 penny worth millions? Let's discuss why these coins have such astronomical value. The key lies in three factors. Only a handful of these coins are known to exist. Accidental errors during minting are always a hot commodity in the numismatic world. Coins in mint or near mint condition fetch significantly higher prices. Even minor scratches or discoloration can impact the value. As news of these rare coins spreads, more collectors are entering the market, driving prices higher. One verified specimen of the 1983 copper penny sold for over $15,000 at auction several years ago. Fast forward to today, and the potential value of pristine examples is estimated to reach upwards of $75 million, especially as more collectors and investors recognize their significance. Other 1983 penny variants to watch for. While the copper 1983 penny is the star of the show, there are other 1983 pennies worth checking for. Look closely at the lettering and date. Double die errors can be highly valuable. These errors occur when the coin is not properly aligned during minting, making them unique and collectible. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny, once ignored and forgotten, has become one of the most sought-after treasures in the numismatic world. Stick around as we unravel the incredible history, the reasons behind its astronomical value, and how you could possibly own one. The year 1986 was a pivotal time for coin collectors. The U.S. Mint, known for its precision and craftsmanship, produced millions of pennies that year. Most of them were made of copper-plated zinc, following the 1982 transition from solid copper coins. But among these millions, a handful of 1986 pennies were struck with a rare error, making them extraordinary. These error coins were the result of a fascinating mistake during the minting process. Some were double die strikes, others were struck on wrong planchets, and a few had misaligned dies. But what truly sets this coin apart is its unique provenance. So, why is this 1-cent coin valued at a jaw-dropping $73 million? It boils down to three key factors: rarity, demand, and condition. Firstly, only a handful of these coins exist, making them rarer than most collectible coins. Secondly, coin enthusiasts and investors alike are willing to pay a premium for such unique errors. And finally, the coin in question is in pristine, uncirculated condition, graded as MS68 by the professional coin grading service, PCGS. In a recent auction, this coin fetched a staggering $73 million, breaking all previous records for a 1-cent piece. Here's the exciting part. How can you tell if your 1986 penny is one of these rare treasures? Here are some tips. Look for errors. Check for double die obverse or reverse, misaligned dies, or off-center strikes. Inspect the material. Some 1986 pennies were accidentally struck on pre-1982 copper planchets. These coins weigh 3.11 grams instead of the standard 2.5 grams. Get it graded. If you think you have a rare coin, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for certification. The coin collecting market is booming, with rare coins fetching millions at auctions. The 1986 era penny is a prime example of how a small mistake can turn into a monumental treasure. If you're lucky enough to own one, it could change your life forever. Even if you don't find a $73 million penny, many collectible coins can still fetch hundreds or thousands of dollars. Always keep an eye out for unusual coins in your pocket change. The story of the 1986 1-cent coin is a testament to the thrill of numismatics. Who would have thought that a penny could hold such immense value? So, go ahead and check your coin jars, and who knows, you might be sitting on a fortune. We're diving into the world of rare and valuable coins, focusing on the 1988 1-cent coin that has recently captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. Believe it or not, this humble penny is making waves in the numismatic market, with some specimens reaching jaw-dropping values of up to $79 million. Let's unravel the mystery behind this coin, its history, and why it's worth big money today. The history of the 1988 1-cent coin. To understand why this coin is so special, we need to look at its history. The 1988 1-cent coin was minted in the United States as part of the Lincoln Penny series, which began in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the penny features Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design that remained in use until 2008. 1988 was a standard production year for the penny, with billions of coins minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. However, As with many coins, subtle variations and errors during the minting process can turn an ordinary coin into a rare and highly sought-after collectible. Why is the 1988 penny so valuable? So, what makes the 1988 penny worth millions? Here are the key factors. Minting errors. Double die obverse. Some 1988 pennies exhibit a doubling effect on the obverse, particularly around Lincoln's profile, the date, and the "In God We Trust" inscription. This error occurs when the coin die strikes the planchet more than once, creating a doubled image. In 1988, the U.S. Mint prepared for a change in the design of coin dies. Certain pennies minted that year accidentally feature a reverse die intended for 1989 coins, making them incredibly rare. Condition coins graded as proof by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC fetch the highest prices. For the 1988 penny, an MS68 or higher grade can drastically increase its value. Market demand. The numismatic community is driven by demand. When collectors compete for rare coins, prices can skyrocket. The 1988 penny's unique errors and historical significance have made it a must-have for serious collectors. Auctions and record sales. In recent years, auctions have seen record-breaking sales for rare pennies. The $79 million valuation is tied to an exceptionally rare specimen with perfect condition and verified minting errors. How to identify a valuable 1988 penny? If you're wondering whether you have a hidden treasure in your pocket, here's what to look for. Examine the date. Look closely at the year 1988. For signs of doubling or other irregularities, inspect the reverse. Check for transitional errors, such as design features that don't match the standard Lincoln Memorial reverse. Check the coins condition. A coin's grade is critical to its value. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to assess scratches, wear, and luster. Seek professional appraisal. If you think you have a valuable 1988 penny, send it to a professional grading service for authentication and grading. Current market value. The market for rare coins is ever-changing, influenced by demand, economic conditions, and collector trends. As of now, high-grade 1988 pennies with verified errors can fetch anywhere from a few $1,000s to millions at auction. The $79 million valuation is an outlier, representing the pinnacle of rarity and condition. Most valuable pennies sell for more modest but still impressive sums. Tips for aspiring collectors: research and learn. Familiarize yourself with numismatic terms, coin grading, and market trends. Invest in tools. A good magnifying glass, coin storage supplies, and a reliable price guide are essential. Network with collectors. Join coin clubs, attend trade shows, and participate in online forums to learn from experienced collectors. Be patient. Building a valuable collection takes time and effort. Stay persistent and keep an eye out for unique finds. We're uncovering the intriguing story behind the 1991 Lincoln penny. Could a 1-cent coin really be worth $88 million? Stick around to find out as we delve into the history, production, and market value of this fascinating coin. The history of the 1991 penny. The 1991 Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, which is signified by the D Mint mark on the coin's obverse. This coin was part of the Lincoln Memorial series, which ran from 1959 to 2008, featuring the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse design has remained largely unchanged since its introduction in 1909. In 1991, the U.S. Mint produced over 4.2 billion Lincoln pennies at the Denver Mint alone. These coins were struck in copper-plated zinc, following the change in composition that occurred in 1982 due to rising copper prices. Why is the 1991 penny so special? At first glance, the 1991 penny might appear to be just another common coin. However, certain factors can elevate its value to extraordinary levels. Mint errors and varieties. Some 1991 pennies exhibit rare mint errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or die cracks. These errors make them highly sought after by collectors. High-grade specimens. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC as MS67 or higher are extremely rare and valuable. Flawless or near-flawless examples can fetch thousands of dollars at auction. Unique provenance or features. Occasionally, coins gain fame due to unique features or stories associated with them, such as a connection to a specific collection or a rare compositional anomaly. The market buzz. $88 million valuation. The jaw-dropping $88 million figure attributed to a 1991 penny is likely tied to a specific coin that gained notoriety due to its unique characteristics, or an extraordinary auction result. Here's what could contribute to such an astronomical valuation. Exceptional rarity. A one-of-a-kind error or prototype coin could easily attract millionaire collectors willing to pay a premium. Historical significance. If the coin has ties to a significant historical event or an influential person, its value could skyrocket. Hype and market trends. Sometimes intense competition among collectors or media coverage can drive up the price of a coin beyond its intrinsic value. How to identify a valuable 1991 D penny. If you have a 1991 D penny and want to determine its value, here's what to do. Examine the coin's condition. Look for signs of wear and tear. A coin with minimal scratches, a strong strike, and full details will typically be worth more. Check for errors. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to inspect for doubling, die cracks, or other anomalies. Get it graded. Professional grading services can provide an official certification, which can significantly increase the coin's marketability and value. Current market values for the 1991 D penny. Here's a breakdown of the typical market value for 1991 D pennies. The numismatic world. That's right, the 1991 1-cent coin, a small piece of copper that could potentially be worth a jaw-dropping $68 million. So, how did this happen? What makes this coin so special? And could you have one hiding in your pocket right now? Let's find out. To understand the story of this coin, we need to travel back to 1991. This was a year of significant events, from geopolitical changes to advancements in technology. But in the world of currency, it was business as usual. The United States Mint produced billions of 1-cent coins that year, primarily made of zinc with a thin copper plating. These coins bore the familiar image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. At first glance, these coins seemed identical to the ones minted in prior and subsequent years. However, hidden among these billions was something incredibly unique. The mystery of the 1991 1-cent coin lies in its rare manufacturing error. Experts believe a minuscule number of these coins were struck on experimental planchets, blank discs of metal not intended for regular circulation. These planchets may have been composed of a rare alloy or an experimental material, making these coins incredibly scarce and valuable. Additionally, some coins from this batch feature subtle design discrepancies, such as misaligned dies, doubled dies, or unique surface textures. Such errors are often accidental, but they're a numismatist's dream come true. These anomalies make the 1991 1-cent coin not just a piece of currency but a piece of history. Fast forward to today, and one of these rare coins has taken the world by storm. Initially discovered by a sharp-eyed collector, the coin underwent rigorous authentication and grading by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. Its rarity and pristine condition propelled it to the upper echelons of the numismatic market. At a prestigious auction, bidding wars erupted, and the coin's value soared to an astonishing $68 million. When I first saw it, I couldn't believe my eyes. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. This coin is a testament to the unpredictable nature of collectibles. It's an investment, a historical artifact, and a work of art all in one. The million-dollar question: could you have one of these coins in your possession? While the odds are slim, they're not zero. Here's what to look for. Date: check for the year 1991 on the obverse. Coins in mint or near-mint condition hold higher value. Look for anomalies like doubling, die cracks, or unusual surfaces. Experimental planchets may differ slightly in weight. If you think you've found something special, consult a professional coin dealer or a certification service like PCGS or NGC. The story of the 1991 1-cent coin is a reminder of the hidden treasures all around us. Coins are more than just currency. They're snapshots of history, tiny pieces of art, and sometimes, life-changing discoveries. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, the world of numismatics is full of surprises.